Peter Obi offered VP slot as Atiku agrees to one-term deal for 2027. Can you imagine? So Atiku has agreed to go for one term by 2027 and making Peter Obi his deputy, or rather running mate, so that probably after his one term, Peter Obi can continue. This is a game that is failing right from the beginning because one, there's no way a certain president will be there for just one term and then another Fulani man will enter in the north again. No. And again, Peter Obi accepting to be, running mate to Atiku is going to be the beginning of a downfall because all the obedience have vowed that anywhere he's going, he has to be the presidential candidate there for him to sustain and retain their support. Anywhere he's going and he's not the candidate, nobody will follow him. That is it. So he should know that and know it very well. And also know that aligning with Atiku, the likes of Atiku that pursued him from the PDP in 2023 election, you should know that Atiku is not the best of friends. Even though they're looking for a way to get out Tinubu and get a better president, Atiku is not the answer. That's my view. So B should be aware and be very careful of the situations surrounding this so-called team-up with Atiku if it is true. Former Vice President Atiku Abubakar has reportedly offered the Labour Party's presidential candidate in 2023 election, Peter Obi, the position of Vice President in a one-term power sharing agreement ahead of the 2027 elections. So multiple sources involved in the coalition talks, who asked not to be named, revealed that the proposal was first made during a private meeting between Atiku and Obi earlier this year in the United Kingdom. So according to the sources, Atiku has committed to serving only one term if elected president, and Obi has accepted the offer to run as his deputy. However, Obi is said to be consulting with his key supporters before making any public statement. That is it. He has to be careful accepting to be running mate to Atiku. That game is not going to go anywhere. Let us be careful. So this development marks a potential political reunion. It can be recalled that Peter Obi was Atiku's running mate under the People Democratic Party in the 2019 general elections, where they lost to the then incumbent Muhammadu Buhari of the All Progressive Congress APC. So it is understood that both camps are considering a different political party, given that both the PDP and the Labour Party are immersed in crisis. One such option is the African Democratic Congress, ADC. Can you imagine? These people are wow. So the Social Democratic Party was part of the plans before now, but it seems the ruling APC has also infiltrated the party. Of course, they have infiltrated this SDPO, both at Rivers State and everywhere. So, but it seems the ruling of Progressive Congress has infiltrated the party, so they are tilting towards the ADC. Some of the loyalists have been meeting with the ADC leadership, and others have quietly joined the party. So, if things do not favor them in Labour Party and PDP, they may join ADC, as its source said. So in March, Atiku Obi, former Kaduna Governor Nasser El-Rufai, and others announced a new political coalition aimed at challenging President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's re-election in 2027. However, there has been no clear announcement on the proposed coalition till today. One political insider said consultations are still ongoing. You know that by this time next year, by May 2026, almost all parties would have unveiled their presidential candidates for the 2027 elections. So the coalition move is mindful of that. So the leaders have all agreed that it is only a coalition between Atiku Obi and others that can wrest power from Tinubu. So they are crossing the T's and dotting the I's to finalize this plan. The source added that the UK meeting was key to the plan. Atiku and Obi met earlier this year in the UK. That was where Atiku first mooted the idea of a coalition and urged Obi to be his running mate. Obi then asked for time to think it over and consult his loyalists. But recent developments show that Obi has accepted to be Atiku's running mate, and Atiku has also agreed to serve as a single-term four-year term and hand over to the former Anambra State governor. They have both agreed to sign a written agreement if necessary. Atiku's spokesperson Polly B confirmed coalition talks but declined to speak on any specific agreement. That thing, not go work. You just have to be very, very careful with what they are going into. I'm telling you, they have to be very careful with what they are going into, because Obi himself should be more careful than all of them. Wow. I know that His Excellency Polly Bay speaking now, Atiku Abubakar and Peter Obi have been talking about the coalition. I cannot speak on the specific agreement they have reached. All I can tell you is that both of them are focused on ensuring that they build a viable coalition that will be robust enough to accommodate diverse Nigerians to unseat the clueless APC government in 2027. Really clueless. Peter Ame, a close associate of Obi and secretary of the Coalition of United Political Parties CNPP, CUPP, refused to confirm any deal but said Obi remains committed to Labour Party unity. No comment on this one until I speak with Maga, he said. He added, we are in Labour Party as we speak, and that is the option available to accommodate anyone or everyone, because you cannot sleep in a hostile environment and expect to succeed. Meanwhile, Yunus Atanku, national coordinator of the Obedient Movement, denied knowledge of any Atiku Obi joint tickets. Exactly. As far as I'm concerned, after I met with him in Benin, there was nothing of this nature on the table. He has not shared with me any of this particular issue. Neither has he called nor talked to me about it. ADC National Chairman Raf Mosu confirmed that talks are ongoing with major stakeholders, including opposition leaders and even some within the ruling APC. So the ADC leadership has held conversations with all major stakeholders in the coalition drive and even people in government. That is, even people in the APC, he said. So he revealed that 21 former national chairmen of the registered parties have joined ADC and hinted at a major announcement soon. Currently, we are involved in coalition talks with all critical stakeholders, and we are meeting frequently, and by the grace of God, before the end of this week, we will announce some of the recent developments to the entire world. So Obi want to be running mate to Atiku in ADC. They have to be very, very careful. Obi should check it. I don't know why Atiku want to be president, just one term president, and making Tinubu to run one term. The question is Atiku a better option? No. If you ask me, I will say no. I don't know what Atiku is going to do differently to put Nigeria in the right direction. But let's see how it goes. In a few comments, I know that some people are going to blast them. They will say Igbo. Some say, should this ever happen, Peter Obi would have shot himself on the foot. Why? Because Atiku will never keep to the agreement after the first 4 years. Trust Atiku at your own peril. I quite agree with that. Atiku is never somebody to be trusted. Boss, all you do your head. Atiku will do that now. That's what I told him the other time, but he refused and he failed. But now he will. Can you imagine? So what are you telling us now? Mr. Peter Obi has finally sold his birthright to Atiku Abubakar. In my opinion, he has betrayed the youth who once believed in him. Forget about 2027. He's not going to get it. I'm telling you. Accepting Atiku to be Atiku's roommate is going to fail. My dear, for me, it's fine, but both Obi and Atiku should go to the Thunder God to take an oath for the agreement. If not, somebody is going to betray, and Atiku will betray. Don't say what you are not sure of. Politicians can put anything in the media to sample public reactions. Obi will not accept that. But if he does, he is ill-advised and unfortunate. That is it. Somebody say, let's hear Obi. Of course, let Obi come and talk. Let's hear from Obi first. This is just mere propaganda to get public reactions. Did you hear this from Peter Obi? No. It is a welcome development and best wishes. Good luck. Mashallah. I want you to talk. This is a very good arrangement to favor a particular party. Which party is that? I hope there will be no declare me and let them go to court. Of course, that is what Tinubu is going to do. Declare me the president and let them go to court. We meet in court, just like he did with the Mahmoud Yakubu. Jokers, continue your coalition. Oh, Nabanza, that is your own. You don't know what is happening. I'm telling you. For now, no party will unseat Tinubu. They should go and do their homework after this second tenure. Okay. So, people are saying it's a big fat lie. Some are saying it is not a lie. And some are saying Peter Obi should be very careful. So thank you for listening. Let's have your comment as Obi has agreed to be running mate to Atiku.